What is up? I am Cole, and you are here for another installment of Cole and Bearded's Comic Challenge. This time around, we're doing image books, and I'm going to get to how you can join right after this.
Better put the word out. Get ready for the nerd out. Better put specs on. Better break necks on. I caught handsome checks for my expansion sets. They call me Obi-Wan. Act like you know me, son. Snap.
All right, and for those of you who are new here, thank you for coming. This is the Cole and Bearded Challenge, and we only have a few rules for this. So, rule number 1, these books should all be from Image Comics. We are only showcasing Image books this time around. Issue 2 is that you own it and it is in your collection. And issue 3 is you have to like it. There are no really rules or rhymes. Money is not involved. Story doesn't matter either. All you have to do is like these covers and show off 10 of them. If you are making a video, make sure you let Bearded and I know, either on Instagram or somewhere else, and we'll make sure to add you in the playlist below. If you are just coming here from Bearded's, thanks for sticking around for mine. And if you haven't watched his, I'll have the link below to his, so make sure you go give him a view too. But let's get into some of my favorite Image comic books. And if you are wondering what order this is, I'm pretty sure these are in alphabetical order. I might have a few wrong, but that's the only order they are. So the first book off, we have Firepower. This is issue number 8. I just love this book. I love how they've got the sword. I love how the eyes are showing off that. It's very dark. This was a pretty sweet reveal in Firepower, but the cover alone was pretty fire in my opinion, and it is why it made one of my top Image books. And next book is an awesome cover. This is Gideon Falls. This is issue number 1. This is the B cover, which is the Jeff Lemire variant. I do like this one when I remember picking them off the shelf. I did grab this one over the A cover, which normally I'm pretty like only grabbing the A covers, but I did love this one. Jeff Lemire's art is something I really enjoy, and I think, this added to the creepiness that Gideon Falls really was. If you have not read Gideon Falls, I highly recommend checking it out, but it does have a bunch of awesome covers. This just happened to be one of my favorites. Next up, we have God Country number 5. This is the variant. I'm pretty sure around like the 25 years of Image, there was a bunch of variants based on other books. So this is a Spawn variant. You see him kind of with Valfax there, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. And I do love that you can kind of see the grandpa's face right there on the other side. So I had to add this one because I don't have a lot of variant covers when it comes to my collection, and I thought this one was just an extra cool one, especially adding Spawn in, because I don't own too many Spawn comic books, and he is pretty much one of the staples of Image Comics. All right, we're on to book number 4. This is a series that I think most people that know Image books will say this is some of the best covers. I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for this one. I already showed off my favorite one in, I think, the best of 2021. So I'll have that listed up here if you want to see that. But this is my second favorite cover. And once again, I'm going to take a lot of heat for this. But this is Ice Cream Man. I think this is issue number 19. And it's just got to be a true blue apparition. I love this because it's just like, hey, dress up with a sheet and pretend to be a ghost. I mean, this issue was a lot of fun for me. I mean, for Ice Cream Man, it gets kind of sad. But this one, I remember really enjoying it. So, you're more dead than alive. But I just thought this was kind of cool. This was kind of a little bit different than a lot of their other covers. And while this series has tons of amazing covers, this one I think just kind of stands out. Is something simple and something fun that, Ice Cream Man is known for great covers. And I just had to put this one up. And for a while, I haven't really bought too many reprints, but this is a reprint that I had to get. I remember seeing this book on the shelf when it first came out, issue 1. This wasn't even the reprint. It was the original one, and I was like, I have no idea what this is, but that's a cool cover. I'm going to get it. And it kind of was one of these first books that I really started to fall in love with as I got back into the hobby. But when I saw this third printing of Kill or Be Killed, all red, he's just got that shotgun that he's about to beat somebody with. I love this cover. I had to grab it. I normally don't get it, but I love that this one was all red. If you followed this series, a lot of the covers had similar color palettes and all looked the same, or when this one came out, all red. It was just a little bit different than all of them, that I knew I had to get it because Kill or Be Killed was one of the first books I really fell in love with when I got back into this hobby. And since I had a third printing, I might as well show an incentive cover next up. And we have Noctera. I'm pretty sure this is issue number 7. I just loved this cover. I don't know what it is about it. It's pretty simple, virgin cover. I just saw it. I had to get it. I recently purchased this on Whatnot from Average Will. If you're not following him, I'll have his information above here, and you can check out some good deals that he had. But I grabbed this book from him, and there's another book that will be making it on this list that I also grabbed from him. So here's another great Noctera cover. I love this one. It's a fairly simple cover, but I really enjoyed the way that it looked. This next book, if you know what my favorite book is, you knew that I was going to be putting a cover up from this book. And while this is such amazing covers, I think that the issue number 1 is such a fantastic original cover. And I'm showing off Saga, but this isn't your standard number 1. This is the Mexican variant. From what I can tell, the main difference is obviously it's silver instead of white, and that is in Spanish. And the reason I'm pretty sure that this came from... Sorry, there's a little... I kept the actual bag, the poly bag that it was in. I can't read this, but if you read Spanish and you can let me know what it says down below. But anyway, I love this cover, and the reason why they call it the Mexican variant is I think it's from like the Mexico Comic-Con or something like that. I don't really know. It's got some dings over here. Hopefully these can be cleaned up and pressed out, but I love this cover. I love the little silver image of it, and I recently got a Portuguese copy of Saga too, so hey, in case you knew, there is that. Turkish maybe? I forgot what I got. It was on late night Whatnot purchase, but I love Saga, and I love the classic first cover. So, as you know, this is something that Bearded and I have gone to do together. And we both kind of know things that we like, but we never tell. We never tell each other what we get. So when we set these up for premiere or to go live, when we watch them for the first time, that's the first time we have seen each other's list. This is a book I'm really, really hoping that he puts up, or he puts up, there's another cover of it. I'm guessing there's a good chance that he's going to put this one up. But I had to do it. I've kind of talked about this character before, but how can we not throw Batman up when we're talking about Image Comics? And if you're saying, oh, it's Batman, it's not Image, it straight up says Image Comics right here. But we got Spawn and Batman. This has got the Spawn, the Batman. This is great. It was Frank Miller and Todd McFarlane. And yeah, my shop recently came across one of these. I had to grab it and add it to the collection. I just love the two of them jumping out there. It is an iconic cover, and I had to add it into my image list because, you know what? I think Batman doesn't get enough love. And I already mentioned Average Will, but this is another book that I got for a steal on one of his Whatnot auctions. So yeah, check him out if you haven't already. But this is Step by Bloody Step. This is the variant cover. I know that when we talked about this on Comic Burrito, when I was back for a This Week in Comics, Nick had showed this cover, and I was kind of jealous. And then I just happened to get it from Average Will on a Whatnot sale. So that's a bang bang. I won. He won. We all got this great cover. I love this book. This book was a lot of fun. We kind of joked and played on, can you read it or not? But I love this cover. Looks like it was done by Matt Lopez. And yeah, it's just a fantastic representation of the giant and the girl kind of up there. So I love this book. I love this cover. And yeah, like I said, I don't get a lot of variants, but because this one was so cheap on Whatnot, I ended up deciding that I was going to treat myself and get this one. And we're at that final book. Can you believe that this is going to be number 10? We got That Texas Blood. This is issue number 12. I just love the kind of cartooniness of this one. It is a lot different than all of the other covers that they had. So, That Texas Blood has been one of my favorite series. I have grabbed all the variant covers for this. I think I might have missed one or two, and I didn't get like the second prints and stuff because all those looked exactly the same, sort of, I think. But I just loved this B cover. So yeah, this is my final book with That Texas Blood, number 12. And those were my 10 covers for the Bearded and Cole cover challenge for Image Books. And I would love for all all of you to join in if you want to. And you know, we get a lot of people saying, like, I've seen a lot of people say this, like, as they've recorded these videos in the past. So for February, we did couples. A lot of people kept saying, hey, it's February's almost done. I got to get these books out. We do not have a time limit. If you see that February video and you're like, you know what? I got 10 covers of couples. I want to do it. Make that video. We'll still promote you. We'll still add you to the playlist, and it'll be fun because it might introduce some new people who might have missed it. You know, there's no time limit on these. Let's say you see this one and you're like, you know what? I don't have a lot of Image books, but I'd like to join. Well, if you didn't join in on the DC or Marvel and you have a lot of books for those, join those other ones. You know, talk about these. We just want to get the community showing each other amazing books and also just joining together to do one cool thing. I mean, hey, you know, I've pushed a few people and asked them to join this. And if you do anything similar to this, you know, find me on Instagram, hit me up, tell me you want me to join your challenge, and I'll make sure I do it just because I love joining in on the community, having these discussions, and just showing off something we're all passionate about. But remember, you only need 10 covers. And if you don't have a YouTube channel or you don't want to make a video, but you're on Instagram, just take 10 pictures and throw that up on Instagram in your story. Make sure you tag Bearded and I. We'll share those out to everyone because we really enjoy doing this to just get in with the community and see what books people are passionate about. But hey, let me know down below which books you loved, which books you hated, and yeah, how could I have done better? What did I miss? Why is my taste in covers terrible or amazing? Who knows? But as always, I've been Cole. This is always one of my favorite videos of the month to do, so thank you for sticking around and watching it. Peace.
Better put the word out. Get ready for the nerd out. Better put specs on. Better break necks, son. I cut handsome checks for my expansion sets. They call me Obi-Wan. Act like you know me, son. Snapping.